We've got a really exciting conference coming up. It's called the REALiTY Conference, November 22nd and 23rd. This is the conference that you want to go to learn how to find opportunity and grow your business in the current market.
It's not just real estate professionals that are going to be speaking and providing their input. Tell our listeners who's going to be there and why these choices.
Yeah, well, thanks, Asif. Appreciate you saying that. There is no doubt this is the top real estate conference, we'd say, in Canada when it comes to seeing the wide array of skills and perspectives you need to be successful in real estate, or if you're just a fan of real estate. So we have some of the greatest minds in marketing, in real estate, in technology, and in politics and government, all in one stage. We also make sure there's a lot of interactions, a lot of networking sessions. We have a couple of receptions you can go to, whether you see somebody on stage and then have a cocktail with them afterwards, Asif, to talk more about, how to find opportunity in today's market. It's just catching up with old colleagues that you haven't seen over the last 2.5 years because of COVID. And our purchasers of tickets also, you just want to relax a little bit. We've got a wellness lounge, the free massage, manicure, complimentary greenhouse juice. We treat the guests very well.
This is not just for people in the industry. This is for fans of real estate as well. So the public can also buy a ticket and attend.
Yeah, absolutely. This is open, obviously, for realtor members of the Ontario Real Estate Association, but for the general public as well. And I talk about an array of topics and speakers. There's also going to be 40 plus different startups and vendors and organizations in the trade show. So if you want to schmooze there, so the latest gadget is coming down the line and talk to real estate experts one-on-one. We also are talking to some new companies that are coming into Canada. We're going to ask them why they're looking to expand their business in Canada. We've got the experts. So we have CEOs from 6 of the major real estate corporations. They'll be on the stage. They'll give from their success tips on how you can find opportunity in this transitional market today and where the market's going. So we've got Phil Soper, the head of Royal LePage Canada, Christopher Alexander from RE/MAX Canada, Joyce Perron from Exit Realty, the CEO there, Glenn Sanford from EXP. That's the fastest growing real estate company, which is interesting too because they work in a non-bricks and mortar world, all virtual. Pamela Liebman from the Corcoran Group. That's a successful American company that is going to be moving into Ontario. So if you want to hear from some of the brightest minds, those have been successful about how to find opportunity today and where things are going, man, you got to see this show. And then there's Bozema St. John. And Bozema St. John was the lead in marketing for both Netflix and Uber, right? So the two big, fast-growing companies really shook up, the planet. So if you want some tips on marketing or you're just interested in that, I think she's going to be a very attractive speaker to see.
Magic Johnson, have had the pleasure of listening to him during a RE/MAX conference in Vegas. Just a phenomenal speaker.
Well, a whole set of folks that, whether they're in real estate or connected to it, that I think a general audience is going to love, and those that love real estate are really going to like as well. And there's going to be a lot of things too about, how to help on the business side. I'll give you an example. How do you develop leads in the current marketplace? Well, Jess Linneville from the Listing Lab, rapidly growing company, is going to be one of our big speakers as well. And then, of course, reality and TV star Christine Quinn on Selling Sunset, sort of a celebrity realtor. I think she's going to be very entertaining. And for the grassroots business, like where the market's going, we're going to have a debate between leading economists and realtors. Bear market or bull market? Are things improving or things going downhill? If you want to know what the experts say, that's the stage to watch.
Can't wait for that. And do you want to get into the headliner, or is that going to be a surprise for people when they get their tickets?
No, thank you for asking. So one of our greatest assets at the Ontario Real Estate Association is our advocacy. And we do this because we want to work for our realtor members and the women and men and families that they're busting their butts for every day to find a good place to call home. So we work with government to help create that next generation of Canadian homeowners, increase supply, work on affordability. So we like to hear from top politicians that have seen everything come and go. What's successful? How do we drive home ownership? What did you do that worked? In the past, we had President George W. Bush. We've had Prime Ministers Mulroney, Harper, and Chrétien, Premier Doug Ford, Premier Christy Clark from BC. So this year, our leading politician is none other than President Bill Clinton. And under Bill Clinton, the U.S. saw the biggest increase in home ownership in its history, Asif. So we're looking forward to interviewing President Clinton on how we can get more homeowners here in Canada. what types of policies can work, and how do we convince government to get them done. realityconference.ca.